What is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back here with some more Resident Evil gameplay for you. And today I have some unfortunate news for people that were expecting this regarding Resident Evil Requiem. It's been no surprise that a lot of people have been very put off by the marketing. Some people think it's absolutely terrible. Some like not knowing too much, but regardless, it's very mixed at best. But one thing a lot of people have been wondering and asking about is, when is the demo going to be released to the public for Resident Evil Requiem? Just something to play and get into and get a feel for the game. Because, I mean, look at Resident Evil's history. They've always kind of had a demo ever since Resident Evil 7. And I love Resident Evil 7's beginning hour demo. I think that was really genius. I think not only was that brilliant marketing, but just genius how to like get your hands on it, as well as how the demo updated every once in a while, like every month or so. They would add so you can get a little bit further in the demo than when you first tried it and stuff. So I thought that was really well done. Then they had the one for Resident Evil Village, which was alright, but just a little something to, play around with it. And all the remakes from Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 all had demos. So you would expect, well, Resident Evil Requiem's going to have a demo, right? I mean, they already have the ones that you can play at the cons that for people who can't go to these events and stuff like that. That would probably be the one that would make the most sense to have as a playable demo, right? Well, unfortunately, that is not to be the case at all. I will leave a link to the article down below, but in case you want to read it for yourself, basically, long story short, one of the producers on Resident Evil Requiem confirmed that they have no plans of making a public demo at this stage, that they just want to focus on using everything they got to finishing off the game. And that their development team is doing their best to make sure that it is creating the best quality game, to make sure that it is a fine product. And that is the end of the quote. So, I'll be honest with you, that's kind of a little disappointing and a little bit shocking, to say the least, if that is to be believed. I say that because maybe it's just me overthinking it, but Capcom is that one studio that would pull this stuff where they'll be like, yeah, we're not going to do it. And then the last moment, like basically the last hour before the Last Supper, they'll be like, yeah, you know what, we're going to release it like 2 weeks before the game comes out and stuff, or something like that. Like they'd be the one company that pull that stuff and etc. But until specified otherwise, no, we're not going to get a demo. Which, once again, is kind of weird, considering that they've already had the Hag demo, whatever you want to call that. Demo with Grace trying to escape the Hag and stuff. We've seen that multiple times, and a lot of people obviously have just seen it. They haven't had their hands on playing it, so why they can't have it, just be able to download, just have something to play, get experience with, is besides me, because Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remake, they all got demos. Resident Evil 7 and 8, they all got demos, so why not this? And the whole, they use the excuse of, well, we're just trying to polish off the game, etc. Isn't this demo already separated right now? Because they had that playable segment already at these cons, so would it be that much work and effort to just, I don't know, make it downloadable on like the store or something? Like, is that, I mean, it's not like we're asking you to like come in with some completely new like gameplay segment or something like that. I don't know. It just seems like underwhelming, lazy, whatever you want to call it. Because as I said, when everyone else has got a demo, why is this one not? And this is supposed to be the game that celebrates the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil. I'm not trying to say this is like a bad sign of the game being bad, or they're just trying to cover up something. Because once again, people who have played the game, at these events and stuff, they've given it a really good, exciting feeling of, hey, this has been really great. It's amazing. It's very intense and stuff like that. They've been very positive about it. So wouldn't you want more of the people to show that off and play it and give a more positive effect? Because, you going back to like the marketing has been very, mixed. Some people do not like it at all, and I completely understand it. I completely get it. I'm not even going to get into the marketing for the 30th anniversary, because that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day. I've already talked about that, but yeah, no demo. I'm not saying it's giving a bad vibe for the game not being good, but it is very strange and weird nonetheless. So at the end of the day, I'd like to ask you guys, How do you feel about this demo? Do you think that's weird that there's no demo, or do you think they're just going to pull that crap, or like they make you think that and then the last second, like, oh, here's the demo and stuff? Because Capcom is weird like that. But if there is truly no demo, do you think there's a legit reason for it? Are they really just trying to make the game better, or is it just something else? Or maybe you come up with some other theory. Let me know in the comment section down below. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I see you guys back on the next one. Thanks, and I'll see you all later. Peace.